Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest edition of the DRGN Chronicles with your boy RJ the Brooklyn Savage and TKO the Tokyo Prince. We back at it like a bunch of crack addicts, and we got some stuff to discuss. Jackson's going to be discussing some stuff as far as Japan goes. I'm going to be talking about my thoughts of NXT Stand and Deliver. It ain't going to be a beat by beat review, but I'm going to give my thoughts on some things. I also caught the tail end of AAA, and I was very impressed with some stuff I saw. So I'm going to give some light on that, and then I'm going to give WWE a total anal stretching tonight. So y'all better be prepared for that. Well, at least SmackDown, because Raw was good. Raw was good. NXT was good. I don't want to drag them into that, but SmackDown, oh yeah, we're gonna, yeah. So without further ado, Jackson, take it away.
Alrighty, so with WrestleMania week coming up, I wanted to go ahead and preview some of the stuff that we got going in Vegas during that time. And that starts with Joshi as well. And I already planned to Midnight Joshi for Stardom's, huge pay-per-view coming up later this month. But I do want to kind of briefly touch on here some of these cards for Vegas and WrestleMania weekend. So that includes Stardom's American Dream. And I believe this is the official card. I found this on Reddit. It was like the first card I found. So we believe this is the official. It seems right. So in Stardom, we got a tag team match between Natsupoi and Aya Sakura versus Maki Ito and Saki, which will be good. Maki Ito has seemed to be a very interesting twist of a turns since joining the Stardom roster. And we'll just I'm very interested in seeing where she transforms to going into summertime and everything. I honestly can see her owning the title by the end of the year. So, a huge title, one of the major ones. So, I think that's something to look out for because I think she's doing good so far over there. I really do. But we're getting Natsupoi and Maki Ito at the show later this month, so this is a little preview of that, which Natsupoi and Maki Ito is a good match anyway. Those are two good wrestlers, and that was kind of a good character versus good character match as well. But I do think that Natsupoi and Aya Sakura will get the win. Then, moving on, Hazaki and Fuuchan versus Rina, Yamashita, and Suzu Suzuki. I am going to go ahead and go with Hazaki and Fuuchan to go ahead and get the win here. Fua has been killing it since being back. She's, in my personal opinion, she's showing that she really does want to be a wrestler. And, that's something we kind of on the fences about when she first showed up. So, props to her. Hazaki, always killing it. I'm going to pick them to win. Then the match of what's going to be match of the night, the match that I can't wait for, Athena versus Rina. Oh, these two, this is going to be good. It's going to be a good match. I do think Athena will probably pick up the win here. But, I love me some Rina. I like Athena too, though. So those are two good wrestlers. And we just seen Athena in having her mattress series. So we know Athena can go. We've seen Athena for years. And Rena's an upcoming star. So this is going to be a good one. Kind of experience versus upcomer. So it's going to deliver. I do think Athena will get the win, though. Maika and Mina Shirakawa versus Hanako and Yurihime. I do think Maika and Mina will get the win because, first off, Maika's a huge deal. We love Maika. We love Mina. We love Mina.
Yeah.
And plus, that's a U.S. crowd is very familiar with Mina. So, can't go wrong with Mina. Can't ever. Then we have Starlight Kid, AZM, and May Sarai against Willow, Harley Cameron, and Chris Statlander. That's going to be a good match. That's going to be a hidden gem match. Dark horse match. I mean,
it's always good to have those.
Yes, and it's good that we got some different names and more recognizing U.S. girls on this show because it with it being a American Dream that fits perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think Willow, Harley, and Chris will probably get the win here. Then moving into what will likely be the main event, Saya Lydia challenging Alex Windsor for the Strong Women's Championship. We know Alex Windsor just beat Siri for that title. Um, I would say she's probably going to win this and keep it here. It depends how, if they really want to do anything with her. Because, I mean, we all seen, Willow when she first won the Strong title. She quit. She was a very transitional champion, which, to be fair, in
Yes.
her case, she wasn't ever meant to win that. That was
No.
always going to be Mercedes' win. Mercedes just got hurt. So
Yeah.
they had no choice. And Julia was becoming popular, kind of international outside of Japan at that time, too. So you really didn't hurt to pull that card. But Alex Windsor, they purposely had her win. And we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and say Alex Windsor wins this here.
Okay.
And
What's
so I think we're in for a good show. I really do. What do you think? I know you're familiar with some of the names on that card.
Oh no, man! I think it's a good opportunity for a lot of women to get showcased uh, that don't. I won't say get shine because like women like Willow and Harley and Athena. I think Athena is more because Athena is on Ring of Honor strictly and never really on
Yeah.
Dynamite and Collision and the rest of them shows. So it's probably going to be good
Right.
for her to be getting a showcase on what I'm assuming is an Okada exclusive show, correct? This is going to be on the Stardom World.
No. Okay, I believe this is on Thriller.
Okay, okay. Well, that's even
This is on
better.
Thriller.
It's going to be on
So
Thriller.
that's
Big,
usually
big,
how
big
they
show.
do the. Yeah, that's usually how they do the U.S. things, and they'll be on the World later. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe TJPW will likely be on um, Thriller as well. So which I mean, I agree. That's good. That's more advertisement. It's always I like when Stardom's on there with other promotions like that. Because and even more so for TJPW because it's even smaller of a company. And
Yeah.
it's like, you know, I think a lot of the names like Mina and Chris on there will be good. So I think that's exciting. So it's always something to look forward to. And then, just real quick, I want to talk about TJPW Live in Las Vegas. We're going to have, let's see here. We have Alexis Lee, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not the biggest TJPW watcher, but I do want to try to get into it a little bit this year. So, and with it being a US, I think that's a perfect time to start back watching on it. Right now, we got from this says Alexis Lee, Hiwawi, if that's how you say that, Shino Suzuki, and versus Palm, Raku, and Yuki.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and I'm not really going to give any predictions on this, so I'm going to run down the card. Then a tag team match, Wakana and Yuki versus Taga and Yuta. And then Mayu versus Mizuki versus Mayu. Or Miyu, sorry, Watanabe. Miyu Watanabe. And then Princess title match, Yuki Arai defending against J Rod. Princess tag team title match, well, as Casey Lee and Just K versus Hyper Misayo and Shoko Nakajima. And then international princess title match, Suzumi versus Sakurai Hatsure. So I think that's a perfect time to get into something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
While they're in the US, that gives me time to get familiar with it. Perfect timing for WrestleMania weekend, and I can go from there. I've been doing it with Merritt Goes. I'm going to start doing it with TJPW.
Yeah, be like
Kodak
Kodak.
loves TJPW.
Yeah. Kodak
I will
loves
say, I hope
TJPW.
I hope I'm doing all the right cards on these guys because I'm not too familiar with TJPW, so hopefully I'm doing the right cards on all these. But this first one's come up. But tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think on any of these matches. And I'm gonna let you go ahead and do the NXT.
All right, so NXT had NXT Stand and Deliver last night, since it's 12:37 p.m. or a.m. over here, excuse me. And it was a fun show. NXT's never boring, that's for sure. They opened up with the triple threat women's championship match between Kendall Gray, Lola Vice, and JC Jane. And I thought all three women had a really good showing. JC Jane lost, so Lola Vice is the new NXT Women's Champion. I know a lot of people was, that hot for Kendall Gray. A lot of people are hot and horny for Kendall Gray, including Dave Meltzer. But Lola Vice couldn't lose again. She couldn't lose another big match, so I'm glad they gave her the championship, even if it's for a short while. I'm glad she got the women's championship here. And Kendall Gray can wait. It can wait. Kendall Gray just started on NXT regular, so it can wait. There's no need for a fast track. Because y'all know the same people who hot and horny for her now, when she starts winning and dominating and going on a long run, y'all know what y'all going to do in 6-7 months. Oh, she's overrated. Oh, it needs to be somebody else's turn. So Shawn Michaels doing y'all a favor right now by not giving y'all too much too soon with Kendall Gray. I like Kendall Gray too, but yeah, come on. We got to space that out. So I'm glad Lola Vice got it. That was a good way to go. The second match was the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line. Los Americanos, Bravo, and Rayo Americano taking on the Vanity Project, being represented by Ricky Smokes and Brad, don't call me Stan Lane, a young Shane Douglas, and Matt Damon's love child, Baylor. You know what? No, the Vandy Project had a good showing here. Swipe right. They had a good showing. Smokes and Baylor, they definitely look good. I think this is their best match on NXT yet. Of course, they were working with Tyler and Pete, so that does not hurt at all. And that actually helps. And those guys were entertaining as hell too. They were really, really working really hard to make these guys look good. So bravo, no pun intended, to Tyler and Pete for doing what they came to do tonight. So yeah, that was also pretty cool. I'm trying to remember off the top of my dome because I didn't take notes. There's a rare time where I didn't take notes. And then after that, we had Soruka versus Zarya. I thought they went out there and had a really good match too. I thought they really did what they needed to do. I feel like Zarya should have won this match, but Soruka won. They're keeping her strong as a top contender. But Zarya needs some wins, man. I don't get Shawn Michaels' logic here. That girl was presented to us as a monster a couple of years ago, and she's been anything but a monster. So we need to take the necessary steps after this loss to rectify that, to get her where she needs to be. Then after that, Miles Bourne and Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano gave Miles Bourne the match of his life, as we predicted he would. And it was a good match. I thought Miles Bourne hung in there with him. He looked good. Johnny Gargano gave him a lot. But also, Johnny Gargano was able to hit his classic beats. But Miles Bourne walked away with the victory. And then afterwards, Dion Lennox, who went viral for his trunks being halfway pulled down off his damn ass by Saquon Sugars the other night, and everybody's going nuts about it. Like they've never seen a naked light-skinned man before. It's like, seriously, people, get a grip. But Deion Lennox attacked Miles Bourne, so I guess that's where we're going next with as far as the North American Championship for the men goes. So Ruka said she's done with Zarya, and she wanted a shot at the NXT Women's Championship, and Izzy Dame says, nah. Just because you won a match doesn't mean you get a shot automatically at the Women's Championship. And Tina Paxley beat Blake Monroe with really good match between the two. I thought they really worked hard. I thought Blake Monroe, this is probably Blake Monroe's best match in NXT, in my opinion, so far. I think this is her best match against Tatum Paxley. I thought they really worked really good. And Tatum Paxley, I said this on Twitter and I say it again. You know, WWE, they tag people with unorthodox or unique or this, that, and the other. But Tatum Paxley definitely wrestles an unorthodox style. And the way she does things is a little different and unique. And I like that a lot, man. So, yeah, props to Tatum Paxley. Blake Monroe did a good job as well. I thought this was a fine North American Championship match. And like I said, probably one of my favorite Blake Monroe matches since she jumped over last year. Then they made concrete for NXT coming up this week. Lola Vice is going to have a championship celebration. The speed title tournament will begin because Elio Lafleur, we're going to talk about him a little bit later on. He had to give up the title because he got hurt. So they're going to begin a new round of the speed tournament to determine a new speed tournament champion, speed champion. Josh Briggs, Keanu Carver, and Jasper Troy will be in a triple threat match on Tuesday as well. To be quite honest with you, Keanu Carver, for all I care, needs to pack up both Josh Briggs and Jasper Troy along with their bags and their belongings and pack them and ship them out of the Performance Center for all I care. It's time. It's done. Both of those guys suck. Josh Briggs sucks. He's been in NXT for 6 years, and he ain't no noticeable improvement. And Jasper Troy, good God almighty. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. Get him up out of here. And then Soruka's going to take on Izzy Dame, so that's going to be great. And then the main event was a fatal four-way match. Joe Hendry defending against Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, and Tony D'Angelo. Really good match. Ricky and Ethan were playing the will they, won't they story beat. And they finally turned on each other, exploded. They went at it. Tony D was whipping ass and looking like a monster. Joe Hendry, honestly, Joe Hendry, or Joe Bunzy as I like to call him, was really insignificant in this match. He was a non-motherfucking factor to quote Miss Lady Man from Basketball Wives. He was a non-motherfucking factor. It didn't even feel like he was a champion at all. But Tony D'Angelo was going nuts. He put both Saints and Page through the announce table with a spear because Ethan Page was getting ready to kill Ricky Saints. But Tony D stepped in, took them both out with a spear, double spear. Then Joe Hendry was trying to hit him with his move. Tony D'Angelo, he popped off, hit him with a spear, and it was GG's from there. So Tony D'Angelo is now the new NXT champion. I love that. That's a great move. Tony D'Angelo is a great competitor. Yeah. Tony D is he's improved a whole lot, man. Improved a whole lot. And I'm glad to see that he's the NXT champion. That's exactly the right call. They made the right move. And I like that. I like the move that they made. So I'm good with it.
Yeah.
But that was NXT Stand and Deliver. I thought it was a fun night of wrestling. Nothing too crazy, nothing ultrally scientific, but it was a fun little night of wrestling. And of course, Sexy Red had her skits in the middle. That's fine, including popping ass and Lola Vice. That was great. And that went back to a point that I made yesterday because people years later are still bitching about that one scene in She-Hulk where She-Hulk and Meg Thee Stallion was twerking in the office. And all these guys are losing their shit. And I'm like, yo, you can tell some of y'all motherfuckers don't hang around women. Because women break out and twerk all the fucking time. White or black, workplaces, at home, whatever. If you get a bunch of girls together, there's some music popping. Well, sometimes they don't even need music. They throwing ass.
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah. Like I was saying on X, somebody, I caught girls in there twerking the other day at OGP. I was like, oh my God. I walked in, I walked out. I wanted to say something so bad, but I walked in and out. The only person that seen me was Kiana, and she just looked at me. She just laughed and shook her head. Oh my God, because Big Mama was getting down with it. I was like, damn, all right. She was throwing cheeks around. I said, sheesh. I was like, yeah, I got to go. Fucking trouble. I ain't getting fired.
Wow.
But yeah, NXT was good. It was very enjoyable. Also, AAA was tonight as well. Now, I didn't see the first trios match, but apparently they're doing something in regards to the trios division. Like, they're doing trio stuff. They're bringing in guys from, like, all over the place to do matches. Flammer had Fort, what's the girl's name? Susie Love. I'm going to tell you something. That Susie Love girl was looking really good. Real good. All right. You feel me? But yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, yeah. She was looking good. But Flammer, who's getting more and more over, I will say that. She beat her, and it was a pretty good match. But that main event, though, 6-man tag. Let me get these names right, because, well, at least one I was unfamiliar with. It was, I was confused at first. Because I heard Nathan Frazier's music play, but all of a sudden, like, the British flag was on the screen. I'm like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, I see Nathan Frazier come out with Charlie Dempsey and some other unknown gentleman that I didn't know at the time. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then as Corey Graves is doing the commentary, he was explaining that they're going to be doing international trio stuff for the next couple of weeks. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it was, in this match, Nathan Frazier, Charlie Dempsey, and Tristan Angel against Axiom, Elliot LaFleur, who is, currently injured in current timelines, and Dorian Van Dukes. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to just say this right off the bat. I love Elliot LaFleur. I think he's a great wrestler. I like him a lot. Shame what happened to him, and I hope he heals up and comes back quickly, because I think he's a good wrestler. He's a fun one. If you like the flippity doo-dahs, he's a guy that does it. He does it well, and he does it uniquely well. Axiom is great. Nathan Frazier is great. Charlie Dempsey is a great little technical wrestler. I thought he was kind of out of place in this. Just because his style, he's such a grounded technical wrestler. I thought it was kind of, but he made it work though. And Tristan Angel was pretty good heel. But Dorian Van Dukes, that dude, holy shit. That guy's a monster, man. He's a, yeah, Big Deuce DVD. Yeah, DVD, yo.
The name makes it seem like it.
He ain't that tall, but he's like this fucking hybrid wrestler. Like, he's a powerhouse guy, but he could fly too, kind of like a Brian Cage, Shane Mercer type. That's who he kind of reminds me of. He's got this crazy back tattoo, crazy build. And he doesn't look like he's on steroids or anything. Like, that dude's a beast. I'm like, holy shit, this motherfucker, press slam, boom. He fucking hopped up, did Javon Evans' finisher. I'm like, what the fuck? Nails him. Then he grabs Tristan Angels, I think it was. Grabs him, fucking just military press and just throws him at the rest of his teammates. I'm like, what the fuck? This guy's a monster. And then he gears up for a suicide dive over the top rope. Like, just throwing his body, caution to win. I'm like, holy shit, this fucking guy's great. But Elliot LaFleur got the win off Hurricane into a crucifix thing with his legs. I don't know what the fuck you call it, Jackson. But he did the Hurricane, took him around. He grabbed him. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but when he landed, his leg landed on I think it was Tristan Angels. It landed on his neck for like a leg drop, and he got him 1, 2, 3. I'm like, what the fuck was that? It was amazing. That match is amazing. I'm telling y'all. For those who are wondering if Undertaker was going to fuck up the product, I don't think he has. Not yet. Not so far. He hasn't done anything to fuck it up. AAA is booming, man. And that match is awesome. I still got to go back and watch the first one. Because they had who did they have in the first match? I know they had Ricky not Ricky Banderas. What's his name? Ricky Banderas. Shit, what's his name?
RJ asking me like I know. I don't know.
I'm thinking. El Macias. Yeah, El Macias teaming up with Lindsay Dorado and Mecha Wolf. And they went against the Tokyo Terrors, I think. That's who they were. I think it was the Tokyo Terrors. I think that's what those guys did. I gotta go back and watch the match because I didn't see it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't see it. So okay. I really don't know. But no, the Tokyo Bad Boys. I'm sorry. That's who they were. The Tokyo Bad Boys. And
who is in this again? Who is the Tokyo Bad Boys?
I don't know. Kento, Takuma, and who's the third guy? Yeah, I don't
know. Kento maybe.
No, it ain't. No, it's Kento. Kento. It's not Kenta. I think everybody would have went nuts if it was Kenta.
Dale Tommy, holy shit! Dale Tommy's back.
Dale Tommy is back. Holy shit! What the fuck? No, but I don't know if they bring back the trios titles or not, but I think that'd be cool. Why not? Why the fuck not?
Do it.
Do it. Yeah, do it, man. Do it. But yeah, I thought AAA was fun again, per usual. Lay Hydra's gonna have herself a championship celebration next week on AAA, so that's gonna be fun. Penta and Vikingo are gonna have a match next weekend for the belt. I think it's next weekend. Yeah, the 11th to 12th something. Yeah, next weekend. Yeah. So yeah,
Sunday's the 12th, so it's the 11th.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna have a match for the title. That's gonna be good. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we got that. But oh yeah, Raw, SmackDown, or Raw and NXT rather. Excuse me, were really good. Definitely waved the flag for WWE. But SmackDown, oh boy. All right. So Randy Orton comes out and he reveals the mystery man that he's been on the phone with for the last couple of weeks. And it's Pat McAfee. Okay? All right. Really? After all that, Pat McAfee? I'm supposed to be getting hot and excited for Pat McAfee? Are you out of your goddamn minds? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Last time we seen him anywhere in a ring, he was getting choked out by Gunther. Crying out loud.
Sucks. That shucks. It shucks. And Andrade is trying to put the moves on RB Edwards, but I don't think she swings that way, Buster. But yeah, now that shit sucked, man. That sucked a huge cock like it's nobody else's business. Jade and Rhea Ripley's feud is just dead and lifeless to me. I don't give a shit about any of that. The tag team division
the only good thing.
Go ahead.
The only thing good so far is Rhea uniting. So that's the only good thing out of anything right now.
Who even cares about that?
I do.
I'm so over that. I can give two French fried titty fucks about that.
Well, the way it needs to, eventually, that'll be the, they'll have the.
Now, if Rhea Ripley and Io Sky were fighting for the title, then yeah, maybe I'd give a shit, but I don't. I don't care about them teaming up.
First, Rhea has to get a belt and then turn.
What's so great about that? They're gonna fight Mitch and B-Fab next week. Yay! I'm happy about that. Mitch and B-Fab, okay? Mitch.
Yeah.
Seriously, Mitch is getting TV time next week. I'm tight.
WWE is
And the
very
tag team
long.
division sucks on both Raw and SmackDown. It's both ass.
Aspects.
TKO is butting their nose in business again. Ario Manuel butting his nose in business that does not belong to him. Shut up and just maybe just go away. You know, maybe have the hard goodbye. All right, maybe you need to do that, Ario Manuel. Go away. Go take a shit on the toilet like Elvis Presley did. All right, go. Shut up and let people work. The fact that Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, who've had a 20-something year history, have to have celebrities and hanger-ons in their feud for a fucking WrestleMania main event pisses me off. Now, to Ty's credit, Ty did say something earlier that did kind of make sense because Ty can be reasonable, and he said this, and I wish he was around so he can probably explain this a little bit more better. But Ty said maybe WWE's logic was that, being the fact that the fans refused to boo Randy Orton, that they brought in Pat McAfee to finally get that heat. Logical, maybe, perhaps, because Pat McAfee was getting on people's nerves when he was still around. So maybe there's some logic into that. Because me and you both said it before they did it, after they did it, and a couple weeks after they did it. That turning Randy Orton is going to be a challenge because the people ain't going to want to boo Randy Orton. They're not going to want to boo this guy. He's a vet. They're not going to want to boo this man. So, you know, they were going to have to find struggle. They were going to have to find some way. And he's not beating up Randy on TV. He's not doing that. So what is Randy going to do? Punt a little kid? That ain't happening. So what is Randy going to do? So
the best bet is right after Mania, Randy needs to start being put back as a tweener and going back into a face. And I'm just saying this because, like, this feud is already overwhelming and just has little to no hype in it between the celebrities.
And it didn't need to be.
Trying to make it Vicious Orton, and it's just not that way.
And the thing is, it never
people's throats.
It shouldn't have gone this way. It should have just been, oh hey, these guys have history. Let's show you this history. And that is it. That is it.
Cody has, I like Cody. Everybody likes Cody to an extent, just about everybody. But the problem with Cody is he's kind of been pushed on our throats so much. Even Cody Rhodes has said that it's an issue. He knows it's an issue. And when your own champion tells you that he wants to lose a title, that tells you everything you need to know. Then you got Randy, who is on borrowed time, who's pushing 50, has had back injuries, shoulder injuries, on borrowed time. Nobody wants to boo Randy Orton because he's Randy Orton. We know where the history lies. It's simple as that. And after Mania, you can start planting the seeds for Orton to go back as a face. Do the tweener thing for a while. I don't care. Sammy's turning heel at Mania. I hope. So, we got to build a direction here. We got to build a bridge and learn how to cross it at some point. At least after Mania. After Mania, that's got to happen. Got to build a bridge and cross it.
WWE's got to start building faces now. New faces, and they have to start now. This is the problem when all your guys have been A, around too fucking long, and B, too fucking old. Every top guy right now is in their fucking mid to late 30s, which is not bad. Mid to late 30s is not bad, but most of the guys are in their 40s now too. We need young, fresh blood. Javon, Trick, and Oba are the beginning of that. We need new, fresh blood, man, to carry this shit. Oba's on his way if Triple H don't fuck it up. Trick is on his way if Triple H don't fuck it up either. Javon, it might take him some while because he is younger, and that's okay. You can let him explore with the mid card a little bit, but they got to start with those three guys and then follow up after that. And to be fair to Triple H too, and I get why Triple H is signing a lot of veterans because Sean ain't producing anything. The performance ain't producing any top men. Oba, Trick, and Javon was about as good as it gets. And do you really give NXT all the credit for Javon Evans? He's been the man in the Indies for a long time. Oba Femi, yeah. Trick Williams, yeah. But besides those two, who are they producing? They're not producing anybody. So it starts from NXT as well. So NXT has got to give Triple H some better younger options because there ain't any. There isn't any. The only other guy I can see right now, if you ask me, okay, RJ, who would you call up right now? Besides Ethan Page and Ricky Saints, obviously, would probably be actually nobody. Because Dark State, they haven't done anything with those guys. The Birthright, they put those guys together only to beat these guys. They beat these guys over and over again so far. So it's like, okay, why am I supposed to care about this faction? Why? Shawn, I don't know what Shawn Michaels probably need to stop partying with Sexy Red or whatever, and let's get to the logic of this thing.
Yeah.
Because Triple H needs young talent, especially young male talent, to help usher in some new blood, man. With some good, captivating young talent. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mess, bro. It's a mess. It's a mess.
It is.
The women are fucking outrunning the men right now. And it ain't even funny. Me and Ty was talking about it earlier. The only things we're really excited for Mania is Oba and Brock, Stephanie and Liv, and that ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Other than that, I can give two shits about anything else on WrestleMania this year.
I'll put it like this. I'm excited for Mania, but I'm excited for Mania the same way I've been excited for Mania every year since I've watched wrestling. Solely just to get to watch wrestling. And that's it. I can find a way to enjoy it just by getting to watch wrestling. But then there's another kind of excitement where you're talking about, which there's really not much to it. Now, I am ready for Punk and Rowan. That I am excited for. Liv and Stephanie. The ladder match. So, I mean, there's some nice things and there's some things on there. Problem is, it's not even bad things on Mania. It's things I'm ready, just where I'm like, okay, now let's get this over with and be done with it, kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, just don't. I don't want Randy and Cody to drag after Mania. So, please, just don't.
Yeah, it's something right now. I don't know, bro. WWE's in a big time. I ain't gonna say they in trouble, but AEW had their little growing pains a couple years ago. It looks like WWE's going through theirs right now because it ain't good. Like, he got a few bright spots. Like I said, Raw's been better than SmackDown. But Raw is like hit or miss sometimes too. NXT is always enjoyable to me because there's always something going on. And then you look at the tickets, this, that, and the other, and it's really hard to defend WWE these days. It really is. It really is. So
right now, Danhausen is probably the only entertaining thing going on. And
that's a shame.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, no, and that's not a slight to Danhausen because Danhausen's good at what he does. He knows his character and he plays it well. But when that's the only thing you can really take away is Danhausen making you laugh for a couple of seconds, or R-Truth making some weird sexual joke or something like that making you laugh.
And then, I mean, you're gonna have Joe Hendry over there to do the same shit, but it's like, where are we at when we come to build the faces and the heels? I mean, right? We can't just live off of entertainment and thrive off the entertainment of Danhausen, R-Truth, and Joe. Those guys are entertaining guys for a reason, not the best wrestlers, are entertainment purposes. We got to have people to build for the wrestling to be heels and faces.
Yeah, but they have to be they have to be compelling as well. As we know, just because you one thing Pat McAfee said that kind of grew him was about is that he was tired of seeing guys having these crazy matches that the fans don't care about. Because you look at the audience look like they're restless. I don't think they're into these marathon matches, which is weird, because wrestling is a part of the WWE name. But I digress. I don't know, man. It's just very weird state of affairs when it comes to the E right now. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
New Japan. New Japan had a show yesterday morning. Knockout Brothers had a banger.
Oh, New Japan.
And we got a new IWGP World Champion, the youngest IWGP champion, Mr. Callum Newman. I gotta admit, I didn't see it coming.
You know, it's crazy. And I forgot about this whole show, by the way, originally, beforehand. It's kind of reminds me about what 7 years ago when Jay White did his thing and he randomly won. Here we are, Cal Newman. This is definitely a new change and an interesting change at Pat.
Yeah.
But New Japan's trying. And that shows everything we need to know. They are trying. We've had Takesha, we have Tsuji, now we have Newman, all three champions that, are new wrestlers, new stars, He'll probably lose it back to Tsuji.
Yeah, I can see them giving him a short little sprint to see where he's at. But wasn't there a rumor that Tsuji was leaving New Japan? Because when there was a rumor a while back that Tsuji, his contract was running out too. He kind of shot it down a little bit, but then he lost the belt. So I don't know. I don't know what's up, man. So you got that, and then I know the Will Ospreay thing, and Will Ospreay was like, "Oh, I might need some help in New Japan and AEW." So I guess we'll see what happens with that. You bring United Empire to AEW for a little spell or something.
Unless you end up having Tsuji win it back and you do him and Takesha again. But
no, Takesha got his hands full with the masked man. Jackson, you didn't see the masked man?
Well, who knows where we're gonna be in January?
Nah, Takesha's gonna be feuding with the masked man. You didn't see the masked man last night?
No, but still, I still have to rewatch the match. But
Chase Owens
beat. Where's gonna be gone by January?
The masked man hopped up on the apron. He was looking at Takesha. Takesha's like, "What the fuck is this?" And then all of a sudden, Chase Owens beats down Takesha. Like, what the hell is this? And then the masked man just walking around the ring all slow and shit. That's the masked man is definitely Sonata, isn't it?
Probably.
It's got to be Sonata.
I mean, honestly, if he's a masked man, that's better than what he was doing.
Yeah, because I don't want to see Sonata wearing assless chaps to the ring anymore, all right? All right, so, I mean, that's that. Jesus Christ, that's that. Yeah. But nah, I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, can I go? If it's okay with you, can we go over the Bloodsport card just really quick?
Right, yeah, sure.
because we're gonna spend time on Mania next week. I was trying to get some of these shows knocked out. And by the way, I don't have the card for Spark Joshi, but everybody just check that out if you do. I know Maya World's going to be on it, so that's great. A lot of Joshi wrestlers, that's great. So Maya World's going to be on it, that's great. Maya World's going to be on, that's great. Just know that. So I'm getting this off cage match. Don't be mad at me. It seems like Yuji Nagata versus Josh Barnett.
Yuji Nagata versus Josh Barnett. Oh wow. Wow. Well, Josh Barnett should win this.
My God. Natty Neidhart versus Shayna Baszler.
That should be good. Them shooting. It should be good. I think Shayna Baszler. I don't know. Natty might want to. Yeah, I think Natty might take the Duke on that. Yeah, I think that.
Timothy Thatcher. Oh,
good.
sorry. Go ahead.
That's it. I think Natty might take the Duke on that just to keep her shit looking strong. Shayna Baszler is barely wrestling anymore. Unless it's lower tier indies, because I don't see Shayna Baszler being advertised for a lot of matches.
Me neither.
So, yeah.
Timothy Thatcher versus Charlie Dempsey.
Ooh, damn. Yeah, Dempsey might. Yeah, I think Dempsey taking this, and Thatcher's barely wrestling anymore. He's doing a lot of player coaching for NXT, so and he's done a lot of stuff with Evolve. So yeah, I can see him putting over Dempsey.
Mashi Takeda versus Pete Dunne.
I don't even know, honestly. I can't even predict the winner on that. I don't even know who the other guy is.
Shane Mercer versus Royce Isaacs.
Shane Mercer got that.
Mayu Yamashita versus Janai Kai.
Who?
Well, Mayu's from TJPW.
Maya who?
She was in TJ. Mayu Yamashita.
Yamashita?
Yeah.
Oh, Maya Yamashita should win that.
Yeah. She's from TJPW, etc. She's
yeah.
I don't know Janai Kai like that.
Yeah, they call her the kick demon or whatever. Yeah.
Mayu.
She's alright. Janai Kai is okay. Yeah, I like Mayu Yamashita. I think she's a great wrestler. And I hope she gets an opportunity in the States soon. I know she was visiting NXT a couple of years ago. I don't know if she was there just as a pure spectator or whatever, but yeah, I think she needs to be wrestling in the States.
She was one of them, Japanese girls that was really pulling people into, Joshi wrestling outside of Stardom. So I was her, for a very long time. Eric Stevens versus Fuminori Abe.
I don't know who the fuck that second guy is. But Eric Stevens, I don't know, man. Eric Stevens, he retires, then he unretires, then he retires and unretires. I don't know, man. Maybe the second guy wins. Because if Eric Stevens is in and out, there's no need for him to be beating people and then going back into retirement. That's whack in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I respect Eric's work, but come on. He's doing a little too much this time. Yeah, I'm serious. He's retired, and he's back, and he's retired again, and then he's retired. I'm like, come on, man.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ray Jazz.
Oh, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to eat Ray Jazz alive. But Ray Jazz is not bad. He's not a bad wrestler.
So you got ZSJ on this one?
Yeah. And we know I'm not a big ZHS fan, but look, I got to call a spade.
Yuka Sasaki versus Joe Dashu. Is that how you say it? Dashu?
I have no idea.
I don't either. What do you got? Matt Mako versus Angel.
I don't know.
Verzo. GCW. I'm sorry. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. I really
I don't
don't.
know every wrestler under the planet, but yeah. I mean, I'll probably check Bloodsport out. I used to watch Bloodsport a couple years ago quite often. It was pretty fun. I'd like to go to one in person, honestly.
CM Punk botched the hell out of that moonsault. Damn, this blonde woman is thick. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I
Wrong platform.
gotta stay off of X while I'm on the phone. That ass was crazy.
Wrong platform.
But yeah, Bloodsport should be good. I don't know half of the competitors. Especially that last batch of matches she was announcing. I don't know nothing about nothing, but
The only real names is New Japan. Maybe somebody you can grab from New Japan.
WWE.
You know, TJPW and the WWE, and that's pretty much why they have to. At least those three anyway, because
Nobody from
you got to.
Nobody from AEW on the show.
No, but they got those three. You had to at least have those three or something. You gotta have somewhat of a major company.
Yeah.
Granted, I know TJPW and New Japan is not AEW big, but they're still somewhat mainstream companies. It's not your local
It's
indie down the street.
It's a reputable joshi. So it's a reputable joshi.
So that's all on my end, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it too from this point of view as well.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks from Mania. Next week is what Mania predictions actually. So
yeah, it is.
Well, be good. Oh, and AEW predictions. So next week will be a longer episode probably.
Yeah,
And then Mania, I think we both kind of decided, what was it, last night or so? We'd probably just do them all like a 2-night recap.
Yeah.
So Sunday, because we're both planning to be off and everything, so that shouldn't be a problem. Happy Easter, everybody. We thank y'all for listening. Follow us on social media. All links are in the bios and on the accounts. Check out CCW. We just dropped Bite the Bullet last week. So we got more stuff coming up. So happy Easter, everybody. Hope y'all enjoy your time. We really do appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got All Night Long coming next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got that coming up next week. So yeah, we got a lot of things coming. So yeah. But just follow us on Twitter at the DRGN Chronicles. And check out our stuff at CCW Culture on YouTube, and let us know what you think. But on the behalf of Jackson, I am RJ the Brooklyn Savage, and we are out. Peace, and catch you guys later.